I'm Will, he, him, and I play Moxie, she, her.
I'm Sarah, she, her, and I play Freya, she, her.
I'm Steve, he, him, and I play Aura, he, him.
I'm Imi, she, her, and I play Amaya, she, her.
I'm Mike, he, him, and I'm playing Eugene Bannatyne, he, him.
I'm Ruthie, she, they, and I play Sentinel/Jax, they, them.
I'm Charlie, he, him, and I'm your DM. Right, I believe Steve wanted to say something.
I do. I have a thing. I have a new book coming out.
Wait, what?
It's the...
No, really? What?
Yeah, it's the...
When have you found time to write one?
I don't know. Apparently, I write more when I have two children to write. Anyway, yeah, it's the third part of my epic fantasy quadrilogy. It's called The Prisoner of Shadows. It comes out on Thursday, the 16th of November on Kindle and Kindle Unlimited. And the first two books are already there. It was a lot of fun to write, and I really enjoyed ramping the stakes up on this one. So
Is that it?
go check it out.
On their actual stakes.
Look forward to it.
Yeah.
Nicely done, dude. Right, after completing the job of reuniting the parts of the ancient map Zarlumai of Captain Ryse Killid, the Odmian Tryst, you guys left your newly established business in Delnori and took to the seas. You soon discovered that the captain, as a Deathlock of Onru, was resurrected to find his dark god a new home in a special sealed-off burrowing, one of the many tunnel dimensions that connect these separate worlds of the Entanglement. Yelanriae was the first chamber on the map, and it was deep in the bedrock under the sea. Aura's deity, Enthor, warned that it was changed, that its preservation magics were warped into undeath, and after millennia under the sea, it would be dangerous. But you dove through, you killed the Loyalist, who was once Paladin of the Crest Coil, Enthor, and you left with the blood key in the possession of the captain, and of a rot pearl for Moxie's spell creation. The last location on the map was an island, and it offered a warning. Your last sacrifice is bearing the terrible weight of the truth. It also became clear that the captain was suffering the effects of bearing the blood key. On the island, you quickly realised that it was hollowed, a puzzle had been built into it hundreds of years ago maybe to hide a portal stone of some kind. It was like polished rock. And in touching it, you appeared in a small world of ash, of mazes, skeletal trees, and a sprawling mansion. And it was all covered in this lithified ashen snow. You were met by someone called Leralith, who was the preserved mind of the sorcerer that created the place, and it was, or this place, at least below it, was the King's Hold. Leralith was once a high sorcerer of Enthor, and built the King's Hold around 40,000 years ago to imprison Enthor should he be corrupted by the malignant domain, as he feared. But the Great Unbinding changed everything. A mysterious entity called the Unbeing that you guys have learned about ended the moment of creation, and gods died, their blood flowed into the Entanglement. The Eurakos fought with heirlooms, the edge bloomed, and the world was changed. Leralith agreed to take you to the entrance of the King's Hold beneath the mansion, under the condition you take him with you if you survived, warning that none had ever made it past the courtyard, and you pretty quickly found out why that might have been. So you fought these risen warriors, you ate their hearts.
I don't know that we ate that. I don't think we did that.
Also,
somebody else.
why didn't we do a maze? That would have been great fun. Like an hour or so.
Of just maze walking, yeah.
Just
How do you podcast that?
That'd be great.
So yeah, you ate these undead hearts, you slayed them, you ate their hearts, you charged 3 stones that were set into a plinth. One of them was for creation, one was for duration, and the other for unravelling, the 3 moments. And then you descended into the depths, spiralling down for miles until you found a cavern containing a narrow stone bridge that carried over for around about 200 feet over swirling mists. And each end of the bridge was an obelisk. And with some quick thinking, swapping the gems in the obelisk and charging the mist with multiple skeletons. You reach the other side. The only kind of near tragedy was Aura, who almost was dragged into the depths, but was quickly levitated by Eugene to safety. On the other side, you placed the newest gem into the obelisk. It was a blue-black square gem, and the mist was drawn into it, whispering and screaming as it was sealed into the obelisk. And that is where we will begin.
So,
I'm so sleepy.
If we have to fight something, could we let that out and let it do the work for us?
We'd have to I think we'd maybe have to bring it in here and just throw it in the bridge. But yeah, that'll work.
Before you guys, so on this plateau, you're around the obelisk. Mist's been sucked into it. You can see ahead of you is a slab of an obsidian-like door. It is like an arch shape, and it is just a huge chunk of obsidian that's completely sealing the doorway.
that looks heavy.
I don't think you can kick that door in.
Has anyone got a diamond pickaxe?
There looks like, I mean, Freya, you can see there's markings on the door. It's very dark in here.
Oh, I mean, can I read, as it words, can I read them?
If you go closer.
I would like to go a little bit closer.
So you see that there is a triangle carved onto this door. There is at each point is a fist-sized hollow at each point of the triangle. And within those hollows is an empty dish. And carved at each point is writing in celestial. So the top, it reads creation. The bottom left, it reads duration. And the bottom right, it reads unraveling. And I can repeat that again. At the center of the triangle is a larger carved hole. And if you were to look quite close, because it's very dark and quite deep, if you were to reach in with your whole forearm, there is a handle in the depths.
Lovely.
So nice.
Who wants to touch it?
I think we should take a little break.
Thanks.
We should.
That's a good idea.
Let's do a little short.
Absolutely fuck off. Absolutely. That's a good idea.
Do we have?
You guys are tired.
Do we have the stuff to put in the holes? Do we need things to put in the holes?
Do we need to go back and get them?
Did we bring them?
We bought this gem.
You have a red gemstone. I believe Sentinel has it because they swapped out the.
Oh yeah.
One of the
there's
stones was red, wasn't it?
yeah. So Sentinel has the red. There was a yellow one that they swapped it within the other obelisk. And
Oh, I don't. Freya's got it.
Oh, you've got the red one. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's one we left in the other obelisk, but we'd put the black one in to get rid of the.
So maybe we could go and take the other one out. Because
it's gone.
we don't.
Oh,
need
maybe. Aren't we still missing one though?
the blue one.
Have we seen the
Wasn't
blue
it
one?
blue black?
The blue-black one is in the obelisk that you put it in.
Oh, okay.
Side.
So maybe we do that one last once we've gotten the yellow one out.
So get the yellow one. I guess after the nap.
Are we doing the nap first?
Oh yeah, but it's only walking and pulling stuff out. Okay, well,
I don't really
Am
need
I
to
still
rest so I
flying
can go.
around?
Yeah, unless you've cancelled the spell.
No.
How long does it last?
I think it was 10 minutes, but it depends how long it.
You're you're like 30 feet, right? So you move the same speed as a normal person, but in the air. Yeah.
But just only
do
tiny
you move
bit.
faster than you normally move?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you said you
maybe.
did.
Because I think
I'm 25.
flying. Yeah.
Very slowly flying.
Yeah, I thought you said it was like a budget flying, so like 10 feet.
That might have been.
Yeah, you did say it was budget. You said it was budget, right?
But
yes,
I
you are.
could go, because I don't need a rest.
You crack on.
I might
I'm
just go,
having a little
shall I
sit.
fly off and go and get them?
Cool. Yep. So you go to the other side of the bridge. So 200 feet.
Basically, Eugene's loving the fact that he can fly, and
Yeah.
he wants to make the most out of it.
Real.
Yeah. So as you kind of soar, probably not too high, I imagine,
Soar.
from the surface of the bridge. It is this black stone, and it narrows to a taper in the middle of this high point in the arc, about 100 feet to the middle, another 100 feet down, and either side now you just see that it's dark as it falls away, but you can kind of see about 100 feet below the glisten of stone. And you arrive at the other side. The other obelisk is there. You see the wink of topaz, the yellow gold stone in the obelisk as you approach.
I touch it. I grab it. Well,
Take it out. Yeah.
nothing happens.
Nothing seems to happen.
Nothing happens, right? Nothing happens.
Is there any stuff that's like down the bottom of the
I
castle?
kind of want to go, but I don't think I've got enough time.
Just get stuck down.
I could just cast light on something and just throw it down to light it up a bit down there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll go and get the other. Is it the blue one now?
No, the blue one's already in it.
Blue one's in the obelisk with everyone around it.
Oh, then that's fine.
That's the one that.
Let's take that one and
That's
sort
cool.
of
So I've got
eventually.
I've got the yellow one, so I'll go back now.
Cool. Yeah, you make your way back over.
Do we see anything down the bottom?
Who's looking?
I'll have a look.
Okay. If
we
you're
don't
looking,
need to
roll a
rest
perception
either.
check. I'm assuming that your short rest has began.
I'll
right?
give Freya the help action.
I'm giving myself
Ooh.
full foot massage.
Advantage.
Yeah,
I'm
as long
also
as you're
just to get
chilling.
my hit points back because it makes me nervous. 23.
23.
Yeah.
You look down. It looks like a pit. The bottom of it is kind of undulating with like broken bits of stone. Doesn't look like there's anything down there. There's no bodies.
It's because no one's made it this far.
Exactly. Probably. That would be a
not
smart assumption.
So there's not 12,000 gold down there.
That's sad.
Bullshit.
Not even one. We
Maybe in the
spent the
next room.
entire episode like trying to get down the bottom. You get
Charlie's just behind the DM
a
screen
big
like I'm
boss.
gonna kill us.
It's like 80 feet, isn't it?
I could
so
cast
much.
levitate on myself and just go down.
I don't think there's anything.
You've got an hour.
Yeah, literally, I'm fine.
You do what you want.
I've got 50 feet of rope.
Okay. Climbing down with a rope is not resting.
We have
I know,
a
but I don't know.
teleportation scroll. Do you want to use that?
Could you imagine? I mean, I can vortex walk someone to the bottom and bring them back up.
In that
What
case,
else could we
then,
waste?
I'm sure there's nothing around here, but can I just look to see if there was anything I could harvest around here? I doubt
Sure.
there is, but
Yeah.
have a look.
Roll a percentile check, please. Whereabouts are you looking? So at the moment, I'll give you it's a bit damp down here, like it is a
Mushroom
cave. What's the best way of putting it? It's a very high ceiling and it's echoey. You can kind of hear faint drips of water, but it's not. There's no river flowing or anything like that. It's very echoey in here. So yeah, if
it's all damp and stuff, I'm just going to look in little corners and.
Sure. Okay. Tell you what. Roll a percentile as a to see if there is anything here, and then I'm going to get you to see if you roll an investigation check to see if you can find it.
That's a 68.
Huh? What are you saying?
Drip.
We're doing
thank
the
you.
Foley for you. Don't worry about it.
Foley is
atmosphere.
spoken word.
Yeah, no, I was doing the Foley.
Oh, thanks.
This is going to turn into like a Radio 4. I'm going to recreate the archers.
Okay.
That would be quite good fun.
Percentile?
68.
68. Okay.
So close.
I know, right?
You should have lied. You should have lied.
Okay. Okay, roll an investigation check, please. Or actually, you can add your... It would be a... Actually, no, it wouldn't be investigation. You can either roll investigation or survival.
Investigation, please.
Screw up.
18.
Nice. So, yeah, you come across a small clump of mushrooms.
Yes!
In the far side
The first time I found mushrooms.
of the plateau. They're like quite dark grey. They've got what's the word? Like the kind of gills underneath it. I can't remember what they're called now. They're quite thick, quite hard looking. They're very hardy mushrooms.
So compared to like our mushrooms, what sort of mushroom were we talking? What would it?
Kind of a bit like it's like one of those layered flat mushrooms that grows on rotten trees and that kind of stuff here. So I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, like Chicken of the Woods?
Kind of.
I was hoping he would say
like that, but much kind of thicker and harder. Like you'd need to really use a tool to kind of get this thing off. So roll your for God's sake, roll a gathering check.
So what check is this?
It's a harvesting or not harvesting, a gathering check. So it's a herbalism kit plus your proficiency, and then
that was an actual one.
Oh, what's your double proficiency though? Total.
Well, that'll be 6. So 7, and then +1 for survival, so 8.
Oh, damn. 8?
Yeah.
Damn, that's close.
Are you Flash of Genius?
Yeah.
Spend an hour
Okay
talking
over
about
there,
that.
Eugene?
So it's hard. The mushroom is much tougher than you realise, and you're trying to carve off a piece.
No!
You manage to snap off a section of this mushroom that's like hard bark, and you get 1 common poisonous reagent.
Okay.
Phew.
You spend an hour tugging a mushroom off.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Okay. While Eugene is doing that, is anyone else
I've got
doing
so
anything?
many poisonous reagents, sorry.
Make me more poisons. Make me poisons.
Is anyone doing anything while they rest?
Chilling.
Chilling. Okay.
Shake, back rub.
Yeah. We just keep alternating every couple of minutes.
Okay then. Well, the rest comes and goes. You
Don't die.
You sit in this eerie plateau overlooking this steep drop at the bridge. It's quite cool down here. I wouldn't say it's freezing cold, but the ground is cold enough that you feel like every now and again you've got to get up and kind of warm your legs up again.
Bart's gone to sleep.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I've done the dome as well. Ritual cast the dome, so yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what does that do?
It just means that, it's just warmer. It's more pleasant.
Nice. Yeah, so after 10 minutes then.
Yeah. And things which I say can't come in.
Who's not coming in?
My skeletons.
Yeah, they stand
They can't
outside.
feel the cold anyway.
I'm Florin.
Oh, how many have you got?
I have 6. So
you'll need to-
Are we going to?
Yeah, you'll need to do your check at the end. We'll start on. So the check can just be the end of the short rest. So we'll start there.
So that you can fucking nuke him if they're bad skellies.
Yeah.
Right.
So it is a Arcana check.
Yeah.
And you know the DC, I believe. It is.
I am. So what is my limit? So it is sticking with half the level rounded up.
So you're over by 2,
So, yeah, so
which is 14, yeah.
Cool. So +9 to this, so it should be fine.
And it would only be those you lose control
Yeah.
of. Yeah.
Just.
But yeah, 14.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 5.
Okay, yeah. So you've got a huge modifier on there. That's good.
Yeah, +9. So
Nice. Yeah, they for a moment you're like, you've never controlled this many skeletons before, and as you're chilling in the dome, you're like, hang on a minute. You can kind of feel the kind of the will of these skeletons that you kind of resurrected. The weave of the threads that you see when you put on the mask. They're kind of like there's a foul sound, like an errant noise, and you're like, for a minute you just feel a rebellion, and you kind of quell it. You're like. It's a little bit disconcerting, but you get it under control, no problem.
Just feeling some naughty skellies.
Yeah.
yeah, I was just looking. I was like, that was weird.
One's just pressed up against the dome.
Let me in.
I can see you.
Since I'm outside the dome, like one of them just looking at me, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. One of them, for a brief moment, you kind of see one of them like look at you, but then it kind of goes back to normal. And towards the end of this rest, those of you rolling hit dice, roll your hit dice.
I'll do that.
Those of you regenerating spells, get them slots, get them back. The captain kind of stands. He's like, right, and you've noticed he's been wiping his blood from his nose, and he just looks awful, pale, bags under his eyes. And he goes to stand, and then he just slumps forward onto the floor. And Detrius kind of grabs him, and he's like, Captain, let me take the key for the lost steps. And he's like, no, I've made it this far. And he kind of shoves him off, stands.
It just shoves him off the bridge.
It's just like Gollum. Let me share the load.
Detrius is like, so you guys, this is the first time he's really kind of been given charge, and there's this time he kind of he takes a step, he steps maybe a bit further than he has before, and he goes, Captain, you put me in charge of this mission. Give me the key, please. That you need. It clearly pays a toll on its wielder. Let me be the one to bear it. I'm disposable among everyone here. You must live.
I mean, listen to him, that does make sense.
But I mean,
He kind of
also,
nods.
there is a thought that it's his blood made out of it, so even if you're holding it, it might just be his blood that's being fucked up by it, my guy.
You say that?
Yeah.
And he nods. He's like, for the pilgrim god. And he kind of hands out his hand, kind of appreciating the support. See what the captain does.
Oh no, I was supporting the captain carrying it.
You see it might not work.
Because it's not going to work. If it's his blood, it might be what's making him sick.
Okay, that will change this then. Okay.
Yeah, but if he perceives it to be...
I already
It's
rolled.
whatever he wants. He can think of that how he wants.
True,
He's
true.
wrong.
Oh, okay. The captain kind of sighs, looks a bit defeated. You've never seen him like this. He's always been kind of iron. And he just hands over the key. The blood coating his hand.
Grim.
Detrius kind of nods and takes it. And the moment that he takes it, you can see him kind of stagger and puts it in his pocket.
How does the captain look? Does he look any better?
He doesn't. He's standing.
Okay.
He still looks like crap, but he's standing. And he's like,
Cool. So now we have 2 injured people.
Yeah.
It's not just
useful.
1.
those of you roll a medicine check, just as a kind of passive. Actually, let's do a passive medicine check. If I didn't, what's your modifier?
It is +8.
And you're proficient.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. You know, after being with him for a period of time, there is a marked difference in his energy when he hands the key over.
Right.
You don't think that he's injured in the traditional sense. It's almost like akin to a kind of his body processing a poison. So he's like.
So it was like he was carrying the one ring.
I guess in a way, yeah. But now that he's handed it off, being frank, he's not lost any hit points, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But he has lost a finger.
But and he looks better now that he's handed it over.
Okay, cool.
Okay, over to you guys.
Oof.
So you have 2 gemstones now. You have the red one and the topaz one that Eugene has.
And a mushroom.
And a mushroom.
Should we put these 2 in first?
Yeah. In case the misty
Where are you putting them?
comes out.
When we were on the pedestal,
Yeah.
what colour did each one of the things flash?
Red was the first one.
Yeah.
Creation.
Do you remember?
Red was.
I don't. That's why I'm asking.
Red was second. Red was duration.
It was literally 20 minutes ago.
I'm not telling you.
Yeah, you are. You're gonna tell me.
Can we roll a history check?
Yeah, can I
20
roll an
minutes ago.
intelligence check to see if I remember?
Those who I remember can roll a straight intelligence check.
Can Zeal help me? Zeal used his memory.
Sure.
Thank you.
Seeing as he's sentient, I guess he would have seen. Actually, is he here?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
What the fuck?
For a minute, I thought he'd been bamfed, but that was a different time.
No. 18.
18?
19.
19.
Less than everyone.
Did anyone roll 22?
Fuck you.
Oh, I didn't.
I didn't even roll because
Should I have rolled?
I'm not
Should I
Go
roll?
for it, yeah.
Then you're-
16.
You are an ass.
Okay, well.
So I'll show you it. It might help.
Wait.
The red one was the first one.
No, it wasn't. The red
The
one
one
was
we
the second one.
swapped. Which we got the topaz out of the tower just now.
Mm-hmm.
And that gave. I'm just trying to think of what the effects were when we put them in the tower.
I don't.
So it gave us more.
It got rid of the thingy, did it?
So when we swapped it
Made it
over, it was
angrier,
quieter.
but
It was the no magic dampening and
Okay, so that doesn't
Louder.
No, in the first room, the UV light was the first one. That was creation. That was the first one. Then it was
UV
red.
was UV was just the so it glowed. The UV I'll say is not part of it. It was kind of the flickering on the engraving, the hearts.
so in that case, what colour was it?
What was the highest intelligence?
I got 19.
And Eugene, you're pretty sure that the first one flickered yellow.
Cool. And then, because I'm pretty sure unraveling was blue, which would track.
I'm pretty sure red was the second one.
Yeah, which would track, which is why I'm saying that blue
Yeah.
was the last one. So that makes sense to me.
So the triangle on the door is like that. So flat bottom, point at the top. And the top one reads creation. The
Left was duration.
sorry, I lost my notes. The bottom left reads duration. The bottom right reads unraveling.
And I reached to put the yellow one in there.
In what?
The top one.
Sure. So you
I
place it.
can actually reach.
Yeah, that's fine. It's quite a
I was just
way.
like trying to give it to Aura.
You place it into the dish,
Then do put in the
and
next
it
one.
kind of glows in the top one.
So we put the next
Yeah.
one. I don't remember what that one
You've got it.
was.
Red in duration,
Okay.
please.
And then do we want to take the blue one out?
Yeah. Everyone
Oh
be
wait,
real
what's
quiet.
that? Wait. What shape is it's a dish, right?
Just a flat dish.
Ah.
Okay. Damn it, because it's
Yeah,
a
I know.
different shape. They're not. The other two are circles, right?
The topaz one's kind of egg shaped.
So they are different shapes.
Yeah, you've got
Okay,
egg for
fine.
topaz. The red is circular, and then the
Fine, that feels better. We both did.
Okay.
Who wants to do it? Shall I do it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Everyone ready?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Who's
put it
putting their arm in to
immediately
open the
back
door, by the way?
Grimace Skelly's as far away from like the edge as
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah, that's cool. So it's like 20 foot to the edge, so you can kind of go as close up to the door as you can. Yeah, that's fine. Sentinel moves over to the obelisk. You take it as you remove it. There's a, and then the mist floods out of the obelisk like heavy smoke and just over the plinth, down into the depths, and with it is the screaming and the whispering and the kind of muttering and the down into the depths.
Yeah, as long as we stay away from the side, we should be fine because it was fine before. So yeah, put it in the dish.
He
Love
rolled.
that. Thank you.
What are you doing?
Putting it in the dish.
Okay, so you move over, and as you leave, there is a at the edge, swiping at the obelisk, and it doesn't seem to reach beyond the bounds of the obelisk, but the mist has moved through the plinth itself and down into the depths again. Okay.
Into the dish.
Place it into the bottom right dish.
just say it.
So many times.
Okay, yeah.
And
They
then
glow.
Putting the round in.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Reach in and
Okay.
turn the handle.
Reach out and touch me.
Okay. So you reach in. As you grasp the handle, it's carved by the same stone as the rest of the door. It's cold, and you kind of go to pull it, heave it, twist it in some way, see
Stop it.
how you can move it. Yeah. And as you pull, something shackles your wrist.
Oh.
You are clamped.
Great.
A cold metal pressing onto your wrist, and you feel something like almost like a metal thumb or a square slam into the top of your wrist, and excruciating pain racks you. It feels as though this clamp is crushing the bones in your wrist.
We needed the key.
I would probably say that it's clear to everyone around you, unless you want to roll unless you want to disguise the pain. It's very obvious to everyone.
I'm fine. Can you get out?
Did we do
If
it
it's
wrong?
clamped,
Can you-
get out?
Depends if he tries to escape.
Pull it out! Pull it out!
You take 7 necrotic damage.
Reduced to half.
Very nice.
Right person to have done this.
We'll be here for some time.
There's a hissing sound from within, like a brand, and in a flash, the clamp disappears, releases you, the door handle goes down, and the door starts rising, and it locks just before the first gem would disappear into the ceiling, with about kind of 5 feet of a gap, revealing an enormous chamber within.
Is Aura still attached to the door? So
I'm assuming that you would have removed your hand.
As soon as I could, I would.
Is there anything on his hand?
There is a red mark that's like swollen flesh on the top on here, but there's nothing else.
What's it look like? Or is it just a stamp?
Roll. No, I mean it's around your arm. You don't need to roll anything. There may have been a carving or something on the metal, but it's unclear on your flesh what it was. There's no actual burning or brand. It was just the sheer pressure that's caused the mark.
Terrifying.
should we go
I'll
in?
cast light on the sword and see what's inside.
Okay. Yeah. Is there anything in there? What can I see?
Is there a man?
You
Just your man.
see
Is it your
an
man?
open cavern. It's very dark. There's some faint light that comes from nowhere in particular. It's as though there is just an innate, very faint glow to the room itself. It is a large cavern. There are 4 pillars in the middle. The ceiling is vastly tall, over 100 feet. And at the side of the room, it's dotted with crumbling things, statues, faceless with wings, things covered in sheets that are the weave of the sheets themselves crumbling to dust at the edges. There's a pile of enormous shackles. I'm assuming that are you guys just at the doorway? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So that's what you see from the doorway, and the thing that everyone sees pretty much immediately is the far side of the room is a great door, about 100 feet tall, wrought by nothing short of the gods in black and green stone. Over the centre of the door, sealing the opening down its middle, is a wreath pattern set in gold marbled with silver. Some of the wreath's branches continue down the door as metallic ribbons run down the base of the door and then out along the floor towards you, where they stop in the middle of the room between the 4 pillars to form a gold plate in the very centre of the room.
A plate, not a pedestal.
A plate.
It's fancy.
It's a little bit
I assume
ritually.
the wreath markings look the same as the tattoo.
Which tattoo?
The one on my arm.
This one? The one...
No, not the bands. The other one.
Oh
Sure,
no!
I think
So I won't make you roll. So this wreath in the door is very similar to the sketch that you once saw with the captain, and he showed you a series of sketches that were done by a crazed fisherwoman many years before,
I remember her.
where she said that she saw a door of some kind to some place, and on the door was a wreath of gold, sealed shut by this golden wreath.
How the heck did she make it down here? Okay. Shall we?
Still
I
can't.
fell. This doesn't do anything for Eugene, does it?
I mean, it would probably pique his interest, but you also remember that sketch.
No, I know, but nothing from past stuff.
I mean, he definitely echoes of it, but there's nothing to say. There's no evidence that Eugene has to say that this is the door, but it's something.
Cool.
What door?
Don't know.
Backstory door.
Backstory door. Okay. Well,
The
should we?
world's full of doors.
Should we?
There's one there. One there.
Oh yeah.
I wish we get
Tree hole there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, let's forget about that one.
Shall we knock?
Was there a keyhole on it?
You're quite far away. This place is quite a big cavern.
I would like
assuming
to
it's
go
moving.
inside the cavern
Yeah.
and start looking at the things around the edges,
Sure. Okay.
but quietly, really, really quietly.
Softly.
Okay. Are you guys stealthing in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stealth checks.
No. 20 on the skeletons.
Very nice.
Natural.
Okay. What we got?
Natural 20.
Very nice.
24.
26.
26.
No, 25. Sorry, I lied.
9 for Moxie.
9.
16.
16.
With
19.
disadvantage. I rolled a 17. Yeah, you got 14 and 15. 19 for me.
19.
20. Natural 20. So very 22.
That would be our best step roll.
Very
right?
nice.
Captain and Detrius. and
Captain did a
Floss.
bit of shit. Detrius was fine. Florist.
Good old Flosser.
Florin got an at 20.
Space the forest.
That's a lot of 20s.
That's a lot of 20.
Yeah.
Slightly concerned.
Detrius seems to be all right for now, but the captain's kind of like leaning on the door frame as he moves in. But generally speaking, you guys move very quietly into the room. It does echo, even with the kind of the loudest of your small movements. It's just this huge hollow space. Like I said, this enormous pile of shackles off to the right, just discarded among the sheets and statues. Freya, you said you were investigating stuff around the edges.
Mm-hmm.
Roll an investigation check, please. Roll with advantage.
23.
Okay. You pretty much immediately see the moment that you cast your eyes over these things collected around the edge of the room, like someone's discarded ornaments, that you recognise a tall rock of polished grey with a flat dish-like protrusion on the front. You remember placing your hand on something like this during your initiation. This is the simulacra, but this one is unused, and it is unworn by thousands of hands as the one that you've seen is. It has much more sharpness to its shapes, to its carvings, and even from a distance you can see that above the dish where you place your hands there is an inscription.
Ooh, what's it say?
As you approach it, it says in Old Common, bindeth the chains of faith, through contract, through link I serve, and I turneth my cheek to the wall and the freedom, for the greater good of my shining ones I serve.
The greater good?
No one touched that.
Good. What? This? I'm joking.
No touchy. Unless you want to be a warlock.
I think I'm okay.
Hey, nothing wrong with being a warlock, shut the fuck up.
Do you want to be a warlock chained to a god?
No.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
I'm going to go investigate the gold plate in the middle.
Sure. Roll an investigation check, please. Yeah, you walk up. So as everyone's kind of splitting out, being very silent, curious, you move into the middle of the room, Aura, between these four vast pillars. And as I said, the golden wreath that looks set in molten gold with flecks of silver, it spills down the front of the great door, and then these ribbons hit the floor, and they've moved towards into the middle of the room, and they form this golden plate in the middle. And as you approach it, you can see that in the middle of this pristine, polished gold surface is a single keyhole.
Found a keyhole.
Yeah, your voice kind of bounces around the room.
Are there other objects in there?
Can you go look at the chains?
Sure. Roll an investigation check, please.
Careful.
The rest of the room, there are these faceless statues. Some of them are reminiscent of the ones that you saw in the courtyard. These ones are much more eroded. Some of them broken. What did you get, Sentinel?
14.
So these chains are enormous. The links themselves are the size of someone with a humanoid's head, and this pile is huge. It's like the size of a small building. The shackles themselves have old carvings in them, some kind of runic carvings that you don't recognise. They're so. I mean, if you were to try and lift it, the shackles themselves would be probably too heavy for you to lift. But they look like they were designed for a vast. I would say that they look like the shackles that you would imprison a person with. They don't look like animals, like with a collar. It's more like your wrist shackles.
What about like a dragon?
Everyone's a dragon.
Corrupted Enthor.
Can I go and have I know it's quite a big room, but or chamber, whatever you want to call it. But can I go and look at the great big sort of door-like thing at the end?
Yeah. It is enormous. And as you move up to it, the ribbons that fall down from this wreath, they're as wide as you are, and it's this just your expertise of artificing and making things. The idea of creating this with humanoid or mortal hands is it's almost beyond you. It's pristine. There's no links. There's no bricks, and it's just enormous. Are you looking for anything in particular?
If it's piqued my interest from backstory stuff, anything resembling that, I guess. Even though you said it wasn't, but just Eugene's still curious.
I would say I won't make you roll. You think on what you know. There are no carvings, there are no markings that you would you probably cast around looking for those kinds of things, evidence of making, or seams where there's potentially sigils hidden. and you don't find anything, but roll a perception check for me. Just actually, what's your passive? We're slightly using passive.
Like 11.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Passive perception.
Yeah.
You notice that the lexicon is winking green, but not like urgently. It's kind of a glow in your bag. You can see the glow of green. And you asked the lexicon to go, I think it was green for disquisitions and red for, what was it you said red for? Like magic associated with Zephyr, I think it was.
So I take out the lexicon.
Sure.
Hello, lexicon.
Hello, Master Valentine.
I'm whispering, but obviously I won't.
That's fine. Hello, Master Valentine.
You're glowing.
Yes, this was, I believe, part of our arrangement most recently.
What have you seen, or what do you sense?
Well, it's a very distant sense, Master Valentine. Possibly a disquisition. We're not in its immediate vicinity. I believe we are in a room where adjacent to it, if that makes sense. I apologise if I was prematurely flashing, as it were. But,
That's okay.
I believe that you would probably have wanted to know that.
No, it's very interesting. Thank you.
Yes, I can estimate the proximity if you were to move, if you like.
Oh, okay. We can try. And I move around a bit, I guess.
Yeah, and as you move further away from the door, pretty much as you step a few steps away, you hear the lexicon's voice going, no, I've lost it, Master Eugene.
And I walk back to the door.
Yes, there it is. It's definitely beyond the door, I believe.
How interesting. Well, thank you.
You're very much welcome.
Can I see Eugene doing that?
Yeah. I don't think you're trying to hide unless...
I'm
Yeah.
going to slowly take out my sword and start waving it about a bit. To see if it rings.
You don't hear anything.
I start moving around.
Yeah, you can move around the whole room.
Yeah.
You waving your sword around. You guys see Amaya doing it.
My, you alright, Bob?
We've got
Just checking if I'm getting any ringing from this. Sorry,
got
I'm just checking if I'm getting any ringing from this.
Eugene stepping to and away from the door repeatedly. Amaya's walking around with a sword in the air.
Yeah, and as Eugene's
We're
doing
ghost hunted.
you can see it flashing, and then as he moves away, it goes slower and slower, and then stops, and then he's like, goes back to the
The ghost chasers.
Yeah.
Can I have a look at the big gold plate in
Sure.
the floor?
Yeah, and I'd say Detrius and...
When you say plate.
It is a plate.
It's not a pedestal.
It is not a plate. Not a pedestal.
Like a dinner plate?
It's about 20 feet wide, like in
like a
diameter.
platform.
No, not a platform at
It's a
all.
big plate.
Whoever would say that is an idiot.
Column?
Just it's within the 4 columns. Detrius joins you, as does Captain Killid. Florin's kind of hanging around with him as well, just kind of scratching his head.
Him.
It's
He's too
Florist.
stupid to live.
Oh damn!
You're alright, bud.
I'm just here for the ride. And boy, it's been one. And you're at the plinth or the plate. You're at the plate. Keyhole in the middle.
Oh, right, that's where the keyhole was.
Can I been ritual detect magic while everyone's walking around? Yeah.
Sure.
If I don't finish it, that's fine.
No, I would say that's been 10 minutes, yeah? So you begin as you walk in.
You just spent 10 minutes walking backwards and forward.
Making like coordinates in my book.
It's a big room. Your eyes kind of, with a blink, and you focus your vision, the entire room is glowing with magic, and it takes you a minute to kind of... you're like, whoa! The door itself is bright. It's brightly shining with divination, with divine magic, a rainbow of all sorts. Probably not necromantic, but it is literally like looking at a prism of where the colours, and you move around the room and it's like and the seal itself is white hot. You can't look at it. It is shining so brightly, and these continue down like cords down the spilled wreath onto the floor, and the plate kind of swirls with it, and you kind of take a step back. The rest of the guys are just standing around it like you can't see it. But
Are there any like religious stories about like places like this?
Um,
Like whether they're true to life or just like
religious.
metaphors in the books.
Roll a religion check.
Is it just me, or does necromantic actually sounds quite nice?
Yeah.
Going for a nice necromantic evening.
Instead of Pandora's.
Serenading one of Skelly's.
It's a natural 20.
Very nice.
So what was it? Religion.
Yeah.
26.
So you're kind of racking your brains, and I imagine most people would be at least in nearby at this point, gathering around this keyhole and this plate. And you kind of see Moxie squinting at it. Yeah. And as kind of Detrius takes a step forward as well, you're reminded not necessarily of any religious stories, but the very foundation of the Shining Servant's kind of edict is control, and is the channeling of faith into a specific chorus and into a specific one of the Shining Servants. And you remember the name of the pantheon, the pantheon of inheritance. It is as though the world, for a long time you thought it was inherited. We inherited the gods from someone else, but actually in this moment, and you look around the room at a place that was forged or created by the ones above, it is as though that the gods, the Shining Servants, inherited the world from the ones above. And you have this moment of kind of, we didn't inherit anything, the Shining Servants inherited us from the ones above.
Right.
And you're kind of thinking about that, about the 1,000 seals, about the hiding of things, about the fact that the chains of faith you're conscious of, you're aware that you now operate outside the Shining Servants, that everyone else is bound by these chains, and what is it that they're trying to hide from? And you have a moment of realization that a few things begin to make sense. They are hiding the world from the Graven crisis. By controlling faith, you cannot have uncontrolled, unabated faith in something else, which you know is how you create a Graven along with coilstones. It is to stop worshipping things that the Shining Servants do not want people to outside of the Entanglement. And you're kind of standing in this room created by the ones above, and before you is what you are certain is one of the great 1,000 seals. Mm. And you know that beyond it is something that will change everything.
Hot damn.
And with that, I would say Detrius kind of steps forward. He takes out the key. He looks back at the captain and nods. Moves into the plate. You all...
Can I move off to the side quickly?
Yeah.
Everybody brace.
Oh, I'm going to move away from the door.
I'm going to get, clench the, what do I have? What weapon do I have?
A flail.
A flail. My flail in one hand, God's lantern in the other.
My sword is out. I'm
Nice.
crouched down like Spider-Man, I'm joking.
So you each take a step back. Or Detrius kind of says, stand back. Not that I can order any of you to do anything.
Stop being such a whiny little bitch.
He takes the key out. So how far back are you guys? Like 30 feet or something like that?
I'm moved by one of the pillars
Yeah.
Okay.
at the back of the room.
Yeah, so you're quite far away.
I'm kind of off to the side.
Yeah.
So if the door's open, it's not like I'm 30 feet away, but staring at the door.
The doors are maybe 100 feet away kind of thing.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not in front of the door and far away, I'm to the side.
Okay.
I'm maybe not as quite far away as the others because I'm kind of curious, but I'm still a bit scared. So I'm back, but maybe not as far back as some of the others.
Okay.
Can I lean over to Florin and be like, any words of advice? Could use you now, boss.
Oh.
Does anyone actually need healing?
not at
I'm
full,
down
but
for
it's
it.
fine.
I'm down
No,
for it.
just some encouragement will do.
Okay.
Some inspiration, perhaps.
He doesn't have that.
How?
Is he not a boss?
He's not not.
He's just a normal guy.
No, he is, but
He's just a shit
he
bar.
doesn't. He has. I mean, I'll be honest with you. He has a song of rest. He can taunt, but he can't do bardic inspiration.
Why did we bring him?
We didn't want to.
He's just a fun guy.
You know what?
He's just getting roasted.
Let's give him a moment.
Oh.
He just walks off the edge of the bridge.
Turns out we don't need it and everything's absolutely fine.
He looks around at you guys. He looks really like when you ask that, he looks for a moment like embarrassed, and then he kind of takes over, sorts his hat, and he's like, whatever comes out of that door. Oh, I'm glad to be faced with you guys.
Why is he so cute?
And I would say that you can get, seeing as Freya asked, let's see if he can do it.
Roll it for the board.
Okay. He needs an 18. Oh,
He's not getting it.
That's unlikely, isn't it?
His
Oh, can I
modifier.
guide him?
You can. So you pat him on the back or something.
Yeah, I like give him a.
With his modifier, he needs
On the butt.
16.
64.
Yeah.
Right. Fucking come on, boy.
Come on.
So
Not 20, not 20.
18. And he's plus in 2.
gonna roll
Plus
one.
2.
So he needs a.
There you go.
Finally,
So
he did summon.
22. So I'll give who's closest. So you get a bardic inspiration dice. Give him a d6 because it's his first time doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
5. Am I? You also get one.
Oh, thanks. It's because of what I said, isn't it?
It's useless shipping.
So you get a d6. You can add that to any check, attack, saving throw, I believe.
D20 rolls.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it when I do all of my things all together at once.
Action surge.
So, Detrius steps forward onto the plate, takes out the key. It is smoking. He looks over at you. He's kind of got his back to the door and facing you guys. He kneels down, places the key into the plate. He looks up at you all with his hand on the key, burgundy smoke coiling up from this blood key, and you can see he's trembling when he does it. You are all strong. Kind of holding the key, stronger than I gave you credit for. He looks around at you all. The woman with the living sword. Paladin of Enthor.
Oh, he's doing that.
For a second.
I'm just there reading some sweets.
The warlock of the mysterious patron. The alchemist with the disquisition. The cleric of the starstorm with a lantern, no less. And you, the necromancer. He looks at you, Moxie, still shaking as he turns the key with a click. A flash of red and gold light shears up from the key through the seal, painfully bright to all your eyes. It parts the gold wreath, and the wreath melts. Gallons of molten gold rush down the front of the door, crashing with the floor. It runs over Detrius's feet, cracking like dried mud, disintegrating and sublimating into glittering vapors. And as the doorway cracks open, Detrius looks at you, Moxie, and he smiles and he says, "When you polymorphed, I thought for a moment you knew." And then the captain yells no, and Detrius cuts his throat. Murmur sings like drawn steel. Eugene, your bag flashes.
Oh, fuck
urgent,
no.
green and red. Blood falls from Detrius's neck. His skin melts from his face. The coins in his temples fall away. His arm extends longer, one of them punching through his skin to reveal filigreed metal, and the smell of burnt hair and rotting roses saturates the air.
You're a fucking dickhead.
His stature rises to 7 feet. He stands before you in his strange suit, cloaked in ivory, his skin a marble zephyr. A black sphere hovers beside him, cracks shearing across its surface, bleeding heavy purple light. You hear him breathe. Fitting. The place built to resist the domain will lead to its liberation. The great seal breaks. The door opens inward. Zephyr turns from you all and walks, half metal frame clunking. He walks slow towards the door.
Oh God! We should
Can I not throw my spanner because I shouted it before you did?
With 20 to 25.
20.
22.
Very nice. 15 to 20.
17 for the lizard.
10 to 15.
Oh no.
5 to 10.
8.
Sentinel. 4.
I got a nat 1.
You beat Florin.
Oh no.
Oh, no, nat 1. I beat Florin.
Yeah, he got 2 and he only has +2. Like a little boy. Little boy.
Oh, we got the same.
Oh yeah, you got 4, that's right. You got 4 as well. So you guys are up in the same turn. Okay.
Me and my boy.
Zephyr.
He rolled a nat 1 and has nothing. He's got a -1 to his initiative.
Okay. What I'll say is, actually, just as initiative, the captain will say one thing, because he yelled no, and he is going to say, before his turn, to all of you guys, that burrowing cannot be accessed if he closes the door. We cannot let him take it. I do so for the pilgrim god, you do for you and yours. And that's what he'll say.
So we can't let the door shut?
Do I have to?
We can't let him
Top
go
round.
through the door? We can't let the door shut?
He said it cannot be accessed. It cannot be accessed if the door... the burrowing cannot be accessed if he closes the door.
Okay, so
you
we've got to
don't-
keep the door open and him on this side of it.
Yeah.
Zephyr is going to move 20 feet that way.
Oh no, he fell over. What a tool.
Do 20 feet from the circle, because he is technically, you know. And you can see he moves with this limp, like half his body made of metal. And he turns to look at all of you.
Oh, fuck you.
No, he's just going to walk. Okay. He's going to walk and
This is horrid.
he casts mirror image. So you guys see him. He doesn't make any gestures. There's a slight flash of purple from this black orb that follows him, and you see 3 more Zephyrs and appear around the side of him, and they kind of flash every now and again. They blurring. Let's do zombies around him. So they're
Is it obvious which one is him still?
no, they all look exactly the
So
same.
it's more the fact that it's just...
Yeah, just so that we know how many are left. Okay, that's the end of Zephyr's turn.
Are they in a line or are they grouped, say, within 5 feet of him?
Yeah, they're within 5 feet of him. Actually, let me just check the spell. They just say in your space, so I guess, they will be within 5 feet of him.
Sick.
They mimic all of his actions, so you can see they're literally identical to him.
Is there any sort of
moving
delay?
identically. Nope, they're absolutely identical in every way.
It's literally, it's just a dice roll to see if you hit him.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Okay. Moxie.
Cool, right, okay. And yeah, Skellies are going to unload.
Immediately like,
Yeah.
there we go.
So yeah, it's going to be 6 short bows.
Come on, boys.
So that's hopefully going to just deal with that instantly.
Imagine.
Cool. So yeah, first one. So I just roll to hit. With
So you roll anything that hits, I roll a d6, see if it hit.
So if you roll a d20. If you hit a 6 or higher, then it hits a duplicate.
On a d20?
Yes.
Yeah.
It says.
Oh my god, I was thinking
25.
read.
Yeah, it's a 25%.
I got
chance.
completely, I got so confused. Okay, yeah, so
he
you
needs
roll
to
your
try
attacks.
and hit first, yeah.
Yeah.
So you try and hit the first one.
7. First one
Misses.
misses. Cool. Second one. Oh my god, 7 again.
This is the last, and then we're switching to different dice, dude. There we go.
Yeah, 17.
So that was the last attack, was it?
No, that was still 3 more.
Third. So the third one flies across the room, and it hits it hits as a Ether, and then the image dissipates.
So you get
Yeah.
1, yeah. Cool.
Thank you,
That's one.
Skelly.
Or Skelly. Plus 6. No, not plus 6. 8.
Misses.
Oh, days.
Some of these guys need to go into retirement.
12.
Misses.
Die.
My god.
So these.
Oh, no, sorry, not 12.
raining.
14.
Okay. This one soars through the air
Should they all be too high?
and just destroys another of the mirror images.
Cool.
Should they all have been too high? 'Cause you've only been adding 2.
Oh shit, yeah.
He's only been adding 2 the whole time.
You have to do it next time. That's
Yeah,
guys.
but they were all like 9 and stuff, so that's
Oh, no, yeah, they would have done then, yeah.
Things, so,
The only one that might have done was 14.
which I did that.
Yeah,
that
you
was,
did. Yeah,
I did that one, so yeah. And natural 16, so 20.
Cool. Soars through the air. This one you're certain is going to land, and it flies through the air, destroys the third duplicate.
Done.
Okay,
Nice.
they
Good
did.
job, Scott.
He just kept rolling really high on those, so
Yeah, that's
That's fine.
wanted to
I
double
wanted
check.
to kill the duplicates, so yeah, I just rolling really
Right,
Cool.
crap.
That makes my turn easier.
That changes me too.
Cool. Okay, those are gone. And then I will then do. Let's just do a chill touch just for.
Oh, fuck him up.
Fireball.
Fuck him up.
Fine, I'll fuck him up.
Yeah.
No, I'll save the fireball in case loads of stuff come up. Just do a level 2 ray of sickness.
Cool. Roll that attack.
19 to hit.
Hits.
Cool. 10 necrotic damage.
Very nice. The beam hits as a Ether, and it seems to glance off a second skin over him, damaging the clothing beneath, but not doing as much damage as you expected.
Fuck.
And
What was the
then,
total, sorry?
The necrotic. 10,
Yeah.
10 necrotic.
Cool, thanks.
And he then has to do a con save.
Cool.
DC 16.
16? Yeah, you're on 18.
Yeah, so that's fine. He's not poisoned.
Okay. Very
Cool.
nice.
And then yeah, let's just move. Do you want me to do moving? Yeah. So I'll do my move and I'll just sort of spread out basically.
Yeah, you just, go
And
for
then
it.
go on to someone else's turn while I'm doing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
If you're not doing anything else, that's all good.
That's all I can do. So yeah.
Cool. Okay, Freya, you're up.
Okay, just being very indecisive. I'm going to use the God's Lantern to bless Sentinel, Amaya, and Aura.
Very nice.
So we get D4.
Mark off that bless, guys, or mark on that bless.
And then I'm going to hide behind that column.
This one?
Yeah, no worries. So one of the 4 columns, peek behind. Cool. Anything else?
Nope, that's all I can do.
No worries. Okay. Aura.
I'm going to run 30 feet towards him. I'm going to use sorcery points to quicken spell.
Cool.
And I'm going to nod to Amaya, and she's going to appear right in front of him.
Oh no.
Thanks for taking on board my please don't transport me comment earlier. Thanks.
Well, you can resist.
Can I resist?
Yeah, or did Aura hear you?
Well, I
didn't
said
hear.
to Steve.
Oh.
Can I
You
resist
can
it?
resist if you wish. It's
How do I resist it?
Steve's spell.
What do I do to resist?
Are you just like, hell no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Con save.
Yeah, so roll a
No.
d20 and then you have to beat 14 on a con save.
It's an 8, so yeah, no, I'm there. Great.
So you appear in front of Zephyr.
Put your best, mean face on.
Anything else, Aura?
Yeah, and as that was quicken spell, I will just firebolt.
Okay. Roll that attack.
I'm right in front of him!
Firebolt!
Miss.
Not fire.
Oh, right, I was
Dirty 20.
Hits.
7 points of fire damage.
Very nice. Yeah, that seems to burn sufficiently.
That's everything. I can't do what I wanted to do. I can't get close enough.
Sure, yeah. Fire licks up the ivory of his cloak, singeing the shoulders where you struck. Very nice. Eugene?
You can move 5 foot further. You're behind the pillar, right?
Yeah.
So 5... I suppose Moxie's in the way.
No, I've
You can
moved.
go through.
Oh, okay, yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, so you can be there or there.
I'll go the one closer to us.
Very nice. Eugene?
Cool. So, stuff has happened.
Indeed it has.
Eugene's put away his sweets. I'm in a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I won't be able to see him. Annoyingly, I don't have 5 foot to get behind the pillar again after this, so I'm just going to go there.
Sure.
And I'm going to take out a very, very red jelly bean. And it's just in my palm and it glows. And I'm going to cast heat metal on him. Yes! And, like, so he's pretty much metal, right? Like,
Half of his body
metal,
is.
so, I don't know,
melt.
like an arm maybe.
He's feeling spicy.
I mean, what? Explain where are the metal point? Where's the obvious metal points?
Near his arm.
You can see his
Yeah.
hand is metal, and one of his legs, like where the shoe on the other foot it emerges from a trouser leg, is literally just like a metal filigreed foot. So you're sure at least his right leg and right arm are metal.
I'm gonna go for the leg. Seeing speed is, I'm not saying it's gonna slow him down, but
Sure.
might.
Yeah.
So
I don't believe you roll anything,
no,
but you roll damage.
so it's 2d8.
Come on, Eugene.
So that deals 13 points of fire damage,
Very nice.
and then if creature is holding or wearing an object and takes damage from it, the creature must succeed a Constitution saving throw or drop the object.
He can't, no.
So you do fail it. So if it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
And every bonus action, I'm going to do it until I lose concentration.
Beautiful work.
Okay. Oh man, that is annoying for him. Okay, you can see the foot kind of take on a glow at the edges, and he kind of looks around and then continues forward. We're looking at Amaya at this point. He is going to burn a legendary action to cast Thunderwave on you, Amaya.
This is disadvantage
Why?
because of the.
If it's an attack roll.
Oh yeah, it might be a save. I'll just check.
Save.
Yeah, so
you've got
please
your
make
bless.
Constitution
You
saving
do have
throw.
bless.
I'm gonna
You have
use it.
plus a d4.
I've got it in my hand. Sweet. Oh, that.
Oh, hang on a
is-
minute. That he can't do. Sorry, that he can't do that. I thought it was a cantrip. It's not. That's my bad. So he'll cast a Ray of Frost on you instead.
Which
What's
is
that?
I think that is an attack, so he will have to take disadvantage.
much better.
Less than a 15,
Yes.
Less than a 15, please.
Disadvantage. Lowest is. Sorry, I've lost his sheet.
Three spells I've never heard of before.
That's just an ability.
Oh, cool.
Lowest is a 24.
I tried.
No, that's totally like.
Yeah, it's
fuck?
unfortunate that you are right in front of him.
Oh, actually, fire. So you take 5 more points of damage from me
Why?
because I add my intelligence.
Oh,
to
on your
certain-
turn.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So,
So,
it
it's
was
5 more
It was
than what
18 rather than 13.
No
Sorry.
worries. Thank you. Very nice. You take 16 points of cold damage, Amaya.
It's okay, I have a health potion with your literal name on it.
Might have
You
one
also
also.
have a potion that will improve your AC by 1.
Yes,
made you.
I do. I'm gonna
Just-
try and do that on my next turn, but it might not happen on my next turn.
You appear in front of Zephyr. Aura spell hits him in the back. An arrow, Moxie spell also collides with him, and then he just flicks his wrist, the metal wrist, and there's a flash of purple, and you're just covered in this flash of cold, excruciating, like, bone-chilling cold.
I shake off and I'm like, did you know my middle name's Wim Hof, mate?
That's at least 2 points of damage you take there.
He takes Yeah, psychic damage.
He just dies.
Yeah.
Cringe
Okay.
damage.
Cringe damage.
So it is the captain's go. He is still around most of you, so he'll step forward in front of Sentinel next to Freya and looks back at you all, and he's trying to talk to everyone basically. And he's going to just as a free action, he'll just say, he takes a deep breath. He still looks like shit. Detrius is still alive. Somewhere I know he is. I felt it. Find him. If I die, the ship is yours. The ship is his. The gold is yours.
Oh, you said the ship was ours. No, take that.
No, take that, we get a ship!
No, take back this.
We're gonna sell it instantly! How much does the ship go?
Reckon, he doesn't say any of that.
No, he does!
Hey, no, we kind
Lauren
of...
is just like, yes, I
We
know
need
someone.
his help. We do need his help to finish this fight, and then we summarily execute it.
Jesus Christ. Moral in the basement.
Add on. A longship is 10,000 gold. A warship is 25,000.
You said it's a galleon.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to
It's
find.
whatever I say it is.
It's so
little
you get nothing for it.
If we don't find him, we can have to ship for it.
He says, the ship is his, the gold is yours. And then he says, kind of looks over those of you who are not in front of Zathir, and he's like, yes?
I'm just waving.
Waving.
From behind.
Oh, you're waving at me. And he looks over you and he's like, thank you, my friends. And then he withdraws a small book made of a pale vellum, and he falls to his knees and he starts speaking into. Does anyone here know Abyssal?
Yes.
He starts speaking Abyssal, and you understand him. It is a horrible guttural language, and he says, "My life is yours, my carcass is yours.
Carcass?
For a home, I seek your manifestation."
Fuck!
And
Oh dear.
the chitinous scaling on one of his hands covers his arm. It spreads up his arm, up his neck, and you see a number of humanoid arms sprout from his back and under his arms. They're covered in the same kind of scales over these humanoid arms, the chitin climbing up the back of his neck. His hat falls onto the floor, his hair along with it. And he that is his turn. He will charge with his movement as far as he can, 30 feet towards Zathir.
He was here, by the way. I'm moving forward one for
that's
some reason
fine.
because I think
He
said
wanted to move forward one.
Very nice. Thank you for that. Amaya, you're up.
Stabby's down.
If I were you,
I'm
I would
so
move
mad right
round
now.
at least one direction, just a little bit. You'll stay in contact with him, but if you could just shimmy a little bit, that would be great.
Well, I'm going to move after
Fine.
I
cool.
have attacked.
Good.
Is Aura's not in combat, is he?
Not quite.
Thanks.
It's annoying.
So, I'm just going to have to do pretty much everything. I think I'm doing this right. I kind of don't care.
Sure.
I'm just going to do it. So I'm going to do fighting spirit initially. So I get this is my bonus action. So I can give myself advantage, and I get 5 temporary hit points as well because I feel like I'm going to need them.
Very nice.
That is a 19 plus 9.
That hits, absolutely
Okay.
hits.
And I just didn't
19
roll
plus
any.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is 10
very nice.
damage, and then because I did that, I can do action surge, which gives me 15 to hit.
Misses, unfortunately.
Cool. Can I just use my movement to just step slightly to the side, but still stay within range so he doesn't attack me? Is that where you wanted me to move to?
Any direction you wanted, just so long as you guys I just need
Edging
you
towards
to not,
where I was.
just need you to not be within 5 feet of my new friend.
Cool.
What are you casting, sorry?
Well, I'm not.
Are we on my turn now?
Yes, I believe so. You done? Yes.
Cool.
What are you casting?
Shadow Spawn.
Okay.
Hang on, how far? I'll move forward 30 feet anyway. I can cast it, it's within 90 feet.
Very nice.
Yeah, there. And then I need
You can
it
go
to
one
be
more.
so that nobody else is within 5 feet of him other than thingy. So my shadow grows, and a 6 foot tall, well built shadow rises from the ground with the same curled back horns, but a much more angular face. He comes in side this way. You recognise him as Ansel. So fun fact, now that he's there, because he is a despair shadow spawn, any creature other than me that starts his turn within 5 feet of the spirit has its speed reduced by 20 until the start of the creature's next turn.
That is his movement.
Yep. He going fucking nowhere. I can't do anything else on my turn, but that does mean that it is Ansel's go. So we're gonna do 2 multi-attack, so he gets 2 attacks. +5 on these. He's not hitting because a 14 doesn't hit. It's fine.
That misses.
But he is there menacing.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Very nice.
Oh, unless you want to say that he's flanking and so has advantage.
Nah, he's not, is he? Because the only person is Amaya, and I think you'd be too close to Aura to get flanked.
Flank in a minute.
Okay, he's
it's not a
doesn't
big
want
deal.
that to be moving. He wants to be moving. That's his thing.
And unfortunately, he cannot.
Not allowed.
Okay,
But anyway, it's Florence go.
it is indeed.
Go on, Florin.
Fuck him up.
You got it,
He's going
bud.
to use a legendary
words.
action.
Florin.
Florence is the big boss.
He's the big dude. He's going to use
He's on our side.
as a legendary action. He's going to reach out and grasp the shadow spawn that is currently gripping him in place. It is an attack, so I've got to roll for that.
Disadvantage.
Very well. I don't know what the AC. 23.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
Can you make a Constitution save, please? Is this creature? Does this creature take cold damage as normal?
It does take cold damage.
Cool.
It's not
Just checking it wasn't like immune or something.
necrotic. It's resistant to.
Hey.
So is it just my that +2? Fuck off! All of the dice are going in the bin. 4.
A 4. So it takes. Apologies. 13 points of cold damage, and it is paralyzed for 1 minute. It can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. Is it immune to paralysis?
No, it's immune to being frightened. Though.
Okay. So it is incapacitated, it can't move, speak, it automatically fails strength and dex saves. Its attack rolls have against it have advantage, and any attack that hits it is a critical if it is within 5 feet. Okay.
Yeah, but that means he can't move if it's within
Yeah.
5 feet.
Couldn't do much else.
He's paralysed me. He's stuck there forever.
I was hoping it would fucking fuck it up, but I guess not.
Mate,
Okay.
it's got more hit points than Moxie.
Okay. He's just learned that now. He looks fucking annoyed. Amaya, you can see this has pissed him off. His like the flat line of his lips is kind of like he's just there's a cold anger to it.
You and me both, mate.
Okay, so is it anything else?
I can't do anything
Very
else.
well. Florin's go. Florin.
Come on, bud.
We just remove the foraging PDF.
No, we can go back to it. We might need that.
Okay. Oh God. He is going to. Okay, Florin, where's our boy? He's over there with the skellies. He's going to run as far as he can right, so probably around behind Eugene, 30 feet.
Is it hide behind a lizard?
He is going to cast
behind the lizard.
Shatter.
Oh, Florin has shatter.
So but he speak. This is his one decent thing that he can do.
But he's going to take everyone out.
Oh, is it AOE?
Yeah.
Then he wouldn't do that. That's my bad. Instead, he will use. He's like, hey, you son of a bitch!
Good one.
Which one?
How about you? Fuck off! That's what he says.
Everyone cracks up. Around is lost to laughing.
How does it?
Imagine if this is just banishment. He just has to.
It's a whiz save for Zathir.
A whiz save.
He passes.
No surprises
psychic.
there, lads.
So he takes a bit of psychic damage. Takes 3 psychic damage, but no disadvantage. Okay, next up, top of the round, it is Zathir.
Oh yay.
I know.
So he gets back his load of reactions at the end of his go. Okay,
can't go anywhere. I'm really sorry.
He looks like into this thing's eyes, and then he looks at Amaya. And he can't move, and he's fucking annoyed about it. Very well. He speaks in a deep kind of language that reverberates through the room, as though it's almost not designed to be heard in this world. And you feel it in your sternums, and it's horrible, a mix of rasping and almost liquid sounds. And his sphere that's been floating around him, this black thing with cracks that emanate this purple heavy light, it just shatters into a million pieces of shards, and it forms this like nebula over to the side of him, just behind the shadow spawn. And from this shattering of shards, an otherworldly tar spills out like molten black and light, and it coagulates into this black liquid. It rises tens of feet into this leviathan that sloshes and swims in the air, in tar, in the stuff of beyond the edge. And plates of purple and black bone begin clicking together, teeth and eyes wet with oil. This creature of the malignant domain sees you all, and it roars into a shuddering explosion of breath and spit.
Yep, he's gonna get the mini out. That's spell.
Oh,
shit! It has a mouth on its back.
I don't like it. But it's okay, because if he's within 10 feet, if he's within 5 feet of Ansel, then his speed's reduced by 20 feet. He can't do nothing.
That's cool.
That's horrid.
That is horrendous.
On summoning, this creature constricts with its tail the thing that is stopping Zephyr from moving. So I need to roll an attack to hit. That is 22. I'm assuming that's going to hit.
Nope.
It's got a decent reach. Okay, the creature takes 22 bludgeoning damage.
I need a stress.
It is grappled until it's a double restrained, but it's grappled by the creature's tail.
It's absolutely still standing, my
That's all we need. That's all we need.
Get fucked.
Establish that we're not taking either.
This thing is fucking annoying.
This is you've got to get those skellies up and menacing this fuck.
That's it. That is the end of.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. Doing still standing, just restrained.
And that is where we'll end today's episode. Thanks for joining us. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram and listen to us wherever you get your podcasts.